Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. It's Sunday. Well, it's actually Monday. But Sunday usually is most Gundam time. Okay, I'm Blood Orphans. Okay, last week was pretty shocking. Fumitan died. We all saw. And by the way, to the Mechanauts, yes, I will put spoilers in the message when I post it to Facebook. Thank you. Let's see if I found out last week. Anyway, this episode 17, Cordelia's Decision. Things have turned to a greater scheme of things in this series right now. Now, what's interesting to note about the colonies, Dort 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they're all rebelling. Everyone. All the colonies. If this happened, I know this is a stretch to say, if this happened in Mobile Suit Gundam the original, the Earth Federation would be fucked. Well, not fucked, but close to. Because, I mean, Xeon was only one colony. As far as I know, anyway. But anyway, that's beside the point. They'll rebel. It's a huge scale of confusion, what's going on here. And in the episode, like, they're really fucked up, the Gala ones. They're really fucked up. They give the workers of the colonies who are rebelling, they're given they have mobile workers that are like mobile suits, and they're piloting them. And they won't work. The ships they're piloting, they have missiles. Won't fire. They purposely did that. They purposely gave them weapons, at least from my understanding they did, that don't work. And they basically completely massacred them. What a bunch of dickheads. Dick-bagged assholes. Now, they're getting massacred. Obviously, Kudelia, after the whole thing with Fumitan, she's had enough. She's completely changed. She wants to do something now. And she basically, what happens is they get this crew, this TV crew, these reporters who apparently are being told not to show any more footage because it damages the colonies. Like, fuck you! That's what I said to them. So, the TV crew sees Cordelia and they want to have a conversation with her. Obviously, Orga's like, no. But Cordelia wants to. So, what ends on happening is, this TV crew, they have a ship and everything and so on and so forth. And they get them on their ship, Tekadon's ship. And they're supposedly now going to have her talk about everything. Because she wants to know everything and, so on and so forth. We get a scene. Okay, listen. I didn't realize this. Yes. The Masked Man? Come on. Come on, guys. You know who that is. It's fucking mcgillis. Come on. Yeah, it's mcgillis. Come on. But he's shown once. He references Galileo's machine. Is it Gundam? So this is happening right now, people. We are getting more Gundams in the show. Not to an extent you would think. Because, Galileo's machine, and then you also got the machine that Akihito was piloting, which I will get to in a minute. But during the episode, we had this fight with them. Akihito's machine, the Barbados, Galileo's, and, oh, by the way, this kid, Ian, fuck that shithead. He's a fucking diaper-wearing piece of shit. He's a baby and then a fucking fucktard. Anyway, they basically having this battle. They're trying to defeat the, Galileos that are interfering. Galileo shows up with Ian and they have a fight with them. Let's talk about Akihito's Gundam. Okay, it's not. First of all, the way I look at it, it's weird. It's very weird. Um, I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to make this comparison to Unicorn because there are far more Gundams that do this. The whole transformation state, and the thing is it looks like one of the regular mobile suits that the Gallahorns use. One of the regular ones, which, what have you, but that's what it looks like. And then it transforms and it's got eyes. So, it's very strange looking. Very strange looking. I mean, Galileo's machine kind of looks like a Gundam. The Gundams in the show, aside from the Barbados, the other Gundams that are showcased, when you really look at them, they look weird. They look strange. They don't look like Gundams. They look like, here's a mobile suit. Let's put on some little fancy things on it. Oh, it's a Gundam. But they said, they mentioned it in the show already, that the one that killed Akihito's brother, who he's now piloting, does have a Gundam frame. So, what have you. But that Gundam he was piloting was pretty interesting. I mean, the shield I thought was pretty boss. I like the shield. Kind of reminded me, I guess, of, what was it, 0083? I don't want to make that comparison. But during the episode, that's basically, they have this fight, but they get pushed off. They get to push Galileo and his Ian fuckboy off and send them on packing. Then there's this huge force, the Gallileo, the Gallahorn force, just huge, about to attack them, and that's when Kudelia is about to speak. And then there's that this fat fuck who obviously was he coerced everything. That guy, I forgot his name. I apologize. He did everything. He was the one who told them to give them these weapons, everything. He's a fat fuck, and frankly, he should be dead. But he's basically stating how now she's has some merit now, and now she's going to take on this role, basically, Kudelia. Now, Kudelia'S character, as far as Gundam is concerned, there's only been 2 other characters that I've seen like her. And that was, I forgot her name, the one from Gundam Wing, and the one from 00. This series, I guess you can make a comparison to 00, but I really wouldn't suggest it. I think this series in its own right is doing its own thing, and the fact that the Gallahorns have all the colonies and that all the colonies were rebelling against them, and the situation with Mars, this is one thing I want to say about this series. By the way, the episode definitely gets a 4 out of 5 in my opinion. This series is like this. This is how I look at this series right now. Take the Zeon and make that the focal point. So basically, this story is being told in the perspective. This is just what I think. The people who are who's piloting the Gundam, and the side who's going up against Gallahorn, they could be considered the colonists. And let's be honest, who was the colonists in the original Mobile Suit Gundam? It was Zeon. But not to make that kind of a comparison, because you can't compare, because obviously the colonists and Tikadon, they're not Zeon. They don't have the backing Zeon had. That's another thing. You have all the colonists rebelling and everything, but they're not an actual army. They don't have actual mobile suits. It's not the same thing. So that's another thing to think about. But this was a good episode, 4 out of 5. Now things are going to start turning. Now, in the next episode, we have this old guy who I don't recognize. He makes an appearance, but things are turning now, and things are going to be different because we actually see a scene with the preview where Tikadon is leaving, and basically the Gallahorn force isn't attacking them; they're letting them go. I'm like, okay, where did this come from? But we'll find out next week the whole bit about it. But my honest opinion on this series, as of right now, is this. It is really hard to make, to where do you put this Gundam series? At this point, I'm sorry. I can't put this any higher. The only thing I can say is it's better than the last one. That's all I can say. It's better than Ragusa and G. And it doesn't take much to be better than Ragusa and G. But if someone would ask, oh, Bankai, been watching Gundam a lot, is this as good as the others? I'm sorry. You cannot put this on the same level as UC. No. UC is far more better than this. It is 10 million times better than this series. Is this better than Seed? I'll give you this much. It's probably better than Gundam Seed Destiny and Ragusa and G. Those are probably the lesser two Gundam series you could think of. At least that's just for me. You know, don't go shoot the messenger. You know, just from my side. But if I was to rate this series, it gets an 8 out of 10, maybe a 7.5 out of 10. But then I haven't seen the whole series. And plus, here's another thing to think about before I end this video. We're getting a second season, so this season it's probably going to end on a cliffhanger or some of the sort. But I definitely want to say this. Masked Man. Now, I want to see more of mcgillis as the Masked Man. Come on. You know it's mcgillis. You know it's him. Yeah, this is motherfucker. It's him. I want to know his reasoning. Because it's obvious because of Gallahorn. What's the real reason? Think about that. I'm Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. The Gundam series is good, but the only thing I can say is it's better than Ragusa and G. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'll see you guys later.